Character design really involves a lot of drawing the whole form of the human. I want to introduce you to kind of some ideas that will help you as you start thinking as the human figure as a whole. Okay, so here's let me kind of walk you through a couple of these ideas right off the top. Whenever you're going to draw a human, a basic proportion of a human, let's say this is their top of the head, and that's where their feet are, okay? I want you to think of that halfway. This bottom half is where their legs are, and this whole top half is where their head and upper torso are. So that's a really important measurement to always remember. Okay, that's general proportions. So top of head to where the legs start. Okay, that's half, and then from there to the feet, that's the other half. All right. Usually your arms then are going to extend just slightly below that. All right. So let's remember that idea. Another a very useful thing when we start to begin to learn how to draw the human figures is understanding the stick figure. So let's start off by, I've got this guy on the screen here, and you know what, I'm going to make him a little bit bigger for us. So we can, and he's one of your pictures, and you could use any of your pictures for this, but we'll use him, this picture right here for us. So let's go ahead and start with what would this figure look like in a stick figure. So first thing I always like to do is start with an action line per se. All right. And now typically, let's go ahead and then put the head in here, and we'll just put the head in like this. Now, a lot of people, when they draw figures, they're afraid to draw the face. So, and I understand that. So I simply say, at least give us where the brow line is, okay? If you're going to draw any head, don't leave it blank. Put at least where the brow line is, and if you can also put where that center line is. At least we'll know essentially where that face is pointing, all right? Okay, so here's the top part of my figure here, all right? Now look, his right foot is almost directly under his head. So I always say start off with the upper and lower torso. This is the upper and lower torso. Next, place your feet, all right? So there's going to be one foot right down there. And then this foot is slightly behind. You see this? And it's slightly tilted up like this. And then what you want to do is before you connect your legs, look closely. So the legs are going to come to the back of the foot there, and we're going to put, there's the knee, and then we're going to come back here. So we want to really think of where we're putting these objects and just not quickly drop them down. All right, so let's look at the other leg. The other leg now is coming straight down, and there's the knee, and then it's coming back like this. You see? We really want to observe. If we could get the stick figure right and make observations from that, it will help us as we flesh this thing out. All right, next. Once I have the upper body and the legs in, I want to put my hands in next, because my hands tell me kind of where my arms are going to go. And so I'm going to put the hand up here. Now look, now there's my hand, just like that. And then where's my other hand? Okay, my other hand is going to be right in line with that because he's holding a stick. All right, so we've got something like that. Okay. Now we could put that elbow in. So that where's that elbow? The elbow is like literally right below that arm there. You see that? So we could stretch that arm straight out there. This is if you remember when I've talked about in some of our other classes, the active side of a hand and the inactive side. Usually the arm, this is the inactive side, and then the active side is where you're going to get a bit of an angle from the hand. You see that? So we always want to look for that. And now look at the backhand here. We see this is coming down like this. And then it's foreshortened going back, you see? Okay, let's flesh this out. Let's add some dimension to this. So let's start with this back arm here. And this is going to be a bit of a cylinder, you see? Because it's going back. It's going back in space. This arm right here, look at this. This is almost side view to us. All right, let's come down here and we get this. We could draw the lower torso there. All right, let's get these pants in here. All right, so pants are going to come up here to the knee. Remember? Then they're going to hang down here, and they're kind of hanging the back there, you see? Now this back leg, look at this. The pants are pressing against his calf. And they're also pressing against the back part of his thigh here. And then there's a very strong line right there that goes right up into his body. You see that? And we could just kind of put a nose so we kind of have an idea where he's looking, right? And let's slightly put in the tool that he's using, the pickaxe. And then we can add a hat to him. Let's see, his hat's this big 5-gallon hat there. Now the only thing I want to show you, one last thing before we go to our next pose here, is in order to get this angle where he's really stretching per se, this forearm, if you look in the reference, is really on top of everything. So we really want to emphasize that there is a overlap going right there. You see that? And so with this as an underdrawing, now we can come back and draw on top of this, or put another piece of paper or a piece of tissue paper and start to add more details to this. All right, let's bring up another photo here. All right, we got this guy, slightly different pose. Let's go through those same steps again, okay? Get that action line, all right? There's a bit of an action line for you. Let's go ahead and start with his round head. Now he's kind of looking down. He's aiming where he's going to hit this axe. So let's make sure that the brow line is, he's kind of looking down like this. And I'm going to put the center line again just like this, okay? Yeah, if you're uncomfortable drawing faces, just at least give us that brow line and the center line. Okay, let's come in here with his body. All right, it's going to come down like this. He's got this nice angle there, right? Okay, next, let's get his feet in. All right, his right foot is right below his head there, so we'll just put it right there like that. And now his next foot, look at this. It's a little bit higher up, and he's kind of pushing off on his toes there a little bit. So we'll do something like that. All right. Let's get this knee in here. So we're going to come over here. All right, this other knee is a little bit lower. All right, so we're going to come up like that. All right, let's take a look at where we see that hand in relationship to his head, and it's going to be somewhere out here, I think. Hey, cat. Look who's come to visit us. Come here. Say hello. Right there. All right. Next hand. This other hand is coming up here. Okay. Let's keep going here. All right, where's this elbow? Elbow is like right below his nose. So we're going to put it right there. And then look where the arm comes in. This is the inactive side of the hand. Nope. No. Cat was crawling up my leg. All right. There's a good stop, please. There's a good drawing there. Let's go ahead and flesh this out. So let's start off with his pelvis area. Just maybe add a nice round pelvis there. And let's build this up almost like a pear shape, right? almost like a pear shape. Come on, please, buddy. All right. All right, this leg's, all right, so this front leg's front. So let's bring this down. Pants are going to come around the back end of this pear shape here. All right, let's get this other pants in. All right, knee is coming in contact with that paper right there, with that front end of that leg. I'm sorry. this cat has got me spooked. I'm afraid he's gonna scratch me. All right, we'll keep going. It's always something. All right, look at this. Let's move on to these arms here. Now, the arm that's closest to us, you can see it's kind of going back in space. So we want to. This is like a cylinder. So we want to think of this as going back. You see? Forearm is going right up into the hand. That's the inactive side, right? All right, here's the shoulder. All right, look at that. There's another shoulder behind his head. So we could bring that around just like that. And then, all right, let's get this. Let's look at this, just like we did before. This is coming forward there. So look at that. There we go. There's a real nice pose we just completed by starting with a stick man and then added things onto it. All right, let's finish off with his hat here. So his hat's coming out like this. And again, I'm just adding little pieces. All right, let's do this. Let's bring in one more. Here's a good one. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I gotta do a little, oops, hold on. For this, we're gonna mask this. All right. Well, that wasn't the one I wanted, but there it is. All right, we'll do this one here. All right, one more. All right, let's start off with an action line here. All right, so all right, action line. All right, there's my action line. All right, let's get our head in here. Brow line. And this is going to be a profile, I think. All right, be a profile. Okay, so right away, I've put my head in not a good location with the action line. So I'm just going to kind of ignore the action line and get the upper torso, just like that. You see that? You could do that. So there's the upper torso. All right, let's move on to his feet. His feet are his front foot is directly below that head. That's a really good balancing thing to look for. It's usually one foot is directly below the head, or the head is in between both feet, okay? That gives the body balance. If the head isn't over one of the feet, or directly in between 2 feet, more than likely they're in the process of falling. All right, next foot, we can come over here again, and this is like coming up like this. All right, this is the time it's slightly leaning back. This one is definitely coming forward. All right. We have the head, the upper body, the legs, and the feet. Let's get the hands in now. Where are these hands? Now, I'm looking at his knees, and this hand is way out here, and it's almost in front of the head there. Now, look, there is the action side, is underneath. And directly above it, the action side's on top. Shoulders coming down, and it goes right into the inactive side of the arm. This shoulder is going to be over here. Okay, let's go ahead and draw the pelvis area. All right, we could get the upper torso there. Okay, now check this out. Now this leg over here is in front, and the knee is slightly coming towards us. So let's draw it that way. And you could see this right. Let me show you this on the picture. Look, you see how that the cuff is coming forward. It's the back end of the leg, the calf, is what is touching the inside pant leg there. Just the opposite on this leg. Okay, look at this. Look at the cuff here. Look how it's curved. So this arm is kind of going back. And then I can see that the shoulder is right about there. Let's get that. Make sure that hat fits the head there. Okay, so those are three different. We started those off with three different poses using stick figures, and then we added flesh on top of it. This is a great way to really practice your forms. Just slow down. I mean, we spent about 10 minutes per form, analyzed them with a stick figure, and then built upon it. Okay? I think that will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching today. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is the Thursday edition of the Daily Draw. On Thursdays, we always look at character. Tomorrow, we're going to move on to animals. Friday, we always look at animals. So I will look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching. All right. Go out there. Make your day great.